kind of late getting to the chicks this morning. There's a little thunderstorm came rolling through about dawn and dealing with everybody else. I'm just getting to them, but they're okay. They got food and they got water. So, right off the bat, I want to mention one of Five Faithful, Michael St. John. You see that doohickey in the back? Well, that was his idea. And darned if it doesn't work. So if you didn't catch the last video, as I was pulling this tractor full of chicks, one of them just kind of kamikazed. Actually, I was inside the tractor making sure that no chick got ran over, no chick left behind. My wife was pulling it on the tractor, but one of them, and I can't see her right now, where's she at? She's got the purple on her. One of them kind of, dived right in, despite my best efforts, to the back of the, there she is. See her there with the purple? That's called blue coat. Dived in there and it tore the skin right where her wing met her body. And I felt awful about that because even though these guys are going to be, harvested in 3 weeks, until then, I'm doing my best to give them the best life I can and to keep them as healthy and happy as I can. Because if I'm going to do this, that's how I want to do it. If I'm going to raise my own meat, I want to do it the best way I can. Just like when you're a hunter, you want the cleanest kill that you can make. You want to do the best you can with your livestock. So anyway, I doctored her up with blue coat. And I know I got one or two texts, or not texts, but comments about blue coat not being good. Well, I've used it 3 times now, and it's worked every time. Either that or it hasn't kept them from healing on their own. So she's doing fine. She'll be healed up just in time to have her throat slit. And I know that's morbid. But so anyway, I showed you, the problem, how they, stay toward the back when you're pulling the tractor. And Michael St. John said, hey, try that. And I just happened to have some of these noodles that I have for another project. I want to build an outrigger for a canoe, and that's why I had the noodle. And so darned if it doesn't work pretty good. I mean, they're still idiots. They're chickens. But it works pretty good. And Michael, just thank you so much, brother. And please, if you would, Michael, drop me an email at renaissancemarinetv@gmail.com. I want to talk to you about something. Please email me and give me a chance to thank you properly. So, what we're going to do today is I've been moving them twice a day, just because there's 25 or 26 of them in here. I still haven't got a good count. There's supposed to be 26 of them in here, and therefore I like to move them twice a day if I can, because they tear up the ground, and they're I don't want them sitting in this 24 hours. So I'm moving twice a day. So that's what I'm about to do, and I just wanted to point that out and just give a shout out to Michael St. John. Just what a great idea, out of the box thinking. I love it. I love it. Oh, I guess I should show you how it works. So this is how I do it. First, when I'm getting ready to move, I take the waterers and the feeders out. I've tried just putting them right at the edge, this end, and then just pulling the tractor until I got to where I'm going to hit them and then move them again. And the problem with that would work great if it wasn't for these guys. The problem with that is they get all excited when I'm moving the tractor, and they tend to just get all around, hiding behind and getting amongst the feeders and the waterers, and it's just a mess trying to go in and out. If I had 2 people doing this, it would be easier, but I like to make this where I can handle it myself. So I get the waterers and the feeders out of here. The next thing I do is I hang the lights up. I turn the lights off and I hang the lights up so that they cannot swing and hit each other or hit anything else. And yes, I know, I am redneck. That is a terrible job. And I'll tell you why I had to do that, because rats love to eat this stuff. That's why I now have to put them all in all my lights inside boxes, because rats will chew through the wiring. I don't understand it. Okay, a little fun fact. So the next thing I do is I come over here and I take the St. John, which is what I call it. Oh, and I place it. This is hard to do one-handed. I place it so that it is free floating. I had cut that PVC pipe so that it is free floating right above the ground. And for the most part, that will keep them away. Now, I have another noodle, and I could cut it in half and fill the void, and I may still do that. I'm avoiding doing that right now, but I may still do it. I think that would make it even better than it is now, although it's a great design. And the next thing I do is I start pulling. And once I've pulled them to a new position that is in front of their old, and I can tell because I placed the feeders so that I know I've gotten into a new location. And this is what it looks like. I mean, there's some feathers, there's obviously some poop, but it's not terrible. And tell you what, in a few days this will be greener than the surrounding grass. It's odd. What I'm going to do now, as each day, is I'm going to start turning them, and I'm going to start heading them up that way. But that's how I do it. That's how I move them. And the next, I'll just put the waterers and feeders back in. I'll pick the St. John up. Don't you love having something named after you, Michael? That's cool. I'll pick the St. John up. If I can do it without killing them or myself. And I just get it up off the ground, that's all. And then we're good to go. Ready for feeders and waterers. And I'll check them again this afternoon. Like I said, I do this twice a day when I'm not working. When I go back to work next week, they may end up going down to once a day. I don't know yet. I may find a way to move them twice a day. But that's how I move my chickens, my meat chickens, and it's a better system than it used to be. It's getting better all the time. And you know, we're only 3 weeks out of processing these guys, and having right there is enough chicken to have chicken dinner twice a month for a year. Hey, thanks for watching.